Welcome back to our second video from the Universal Test Framework project. We're going to continue where the first one left off. We have already done the install and configuration, so if you haven't done that, jump back and have a look at that one first. And also you should have the Universal Test Framework user manual in front of you, and I'm going to try and stick to that. What I'm going to do is go through the demo section, which is an end-to-end example of using the UTF Universal Test Framework in conjunction with the Selenium IDE. You can use the Universal Test Format spreadsheets directly, and that's kind of the recommended way of doing it. However, I'm going to show you a route through it which goes via the Selenium IDE. So I've got the W3 Schools site up at the moment. I'm going to just do a very simple recording of that site. Need to go to the IDE. I'm going to go into options, select format, and I'll make sure it's set at Universal Test Framework. It's already defaulted to start recording, so I'm going to go in and start doing some recording. So I'm just going to quite randomly go through this superb website and click on a few things. I'm going to verify that something exists, do right click. I've highlighted and done a right click. I go show all commands, and not quite all the commands, there's dozens of Selenium commands, and I'm going to do a verify text at that point in the document, and that's it really. I don't want to do much more because I've got my 10-minute limit to think of. Stop recording. I'll do a very quick insert a comment here, call it very original name of demo, and that's pretty much it. Just to show you the source, very important. It's identical to what you'd get if you had it set to the HTML structure, but you've got a few extra instructions to the conversion process, which will make sense if you read the manual and also look at some of the documentation in the properties files, and they're basically instructions to tell the conversion process how to break up your test script you've just recorded. Anyway, I'll continue because it will make sense when you see the UTF format. Okay, so we go to the IDE, export test case as UTF, and we look for the particular location on our file system, which is, just to show you, underneath UTF we have web projects, and then we have demo. Underneath there we have the Selenium IDE, and we're interested in the exported directory. Give it a name, which we're going to keep as demo, and we save it. Okay, now we go back into the framework via Eclipse, and we'll do a refresh on the Selenium IDE folder, and we have our demo file, and it looks like this. Close that down. We're going to, I've already started the remote control, but if you haven't done that, make sure you do by double clicking it. I'm going to go to the extraction process next. Double click that, and we're hoping for our demo file to be extracted into the new format. It'll also be moved from the exported directory. So it's no longer there, it's underneath extracted. We have three files, the original, an XML version of the original, and the demo, and the UTF format file, which is this. I'll open that up in a moment. I may as well do it now actually. So this is the format, exactly what we recorded in the IDE, but it's broken up in these nice little sequences or steps based on the instructions we passed it. A little bit of format in there that we get to show verification distinct from ordinary commands and our comments. Okay, so as you see, that's identical to what we've recorded. Okay, before we run anything, go into, I'll just show you where that lives, go into your Universal Test Framework property file and set, you can set quite a few properties there, including the browser. An important one is to start an URL. Make sure that's pointing to W3 Schools. all the other locations should be pointing to the demo project, which is what we want. To run that file, we just simply move it from extracted into the run folder. Next, we start the UTF tests, and that should fire up IE browser and run that same test that we just recorded. Doesn't really do much, just clicks through, and that's a verification at the end, and exit. Cool. Every time you get a run for the UTF, you also get a report. Just do a refresh there, and you got a report, which is very similar to the UTF structure. All green, all successful, so that's good. Just wondering what the time is now. Just have a Okay, that's it. Thank you very much.